Hi everyone, I'm Bart Banfield, Superintendent of Epic Charter Schools. We are the largest statewide virtual charter school in Oklahoma, and welcome back to our monthly talk show, Epic Insider. In the last 2 years, Epic's esports team, the Comets, has earned an impressive 7 state championships, seen several of its players earn college scholarships, and experienced unprecedented success overall. This is due to not only the talent and commitment of the players involved, but also the leadership and drive of the team's leader, Kaiden Hudson, Epic's Esports and Game Studies Director, who has some of the bragging of his own to do because he was recently inducted into the Oklahoma Esports Hall of Fame. Joining me now to discuss this success, the future of Epic's esports team, and how all this translates into student success is the man himself, Kaiden Hudson. Welcome, Kaiden.
Thanks, Bart.
Okay, Kaiden, let's jump in. What is it that makes esports so popular, and specifically, what is it about Epic that makes esports such a good fit?
Well, first off, to make esports popular, especially at the high school level, is statistically it's one of the most digestible mediums across all ages at the scholastic level. And so when you have 90% of boys that play video games and you have 85% of girls that play video games, it's just kind of a natural fit. But more importantly, why Epic it's such a good fit is because the model that we have, which is predominantly virtual, the competitions themselves are held virtually. And so it's really easy to transition from one to the other.
Yeah, great answer. So tell me what it was like being inducted into the Esports Hall of Fame. Your family and players must be very proud.
They are, and definitely it was a humbling moment. It was one of those things that you never want to get recognized for these type of things because you do it for what you love, but to get that validation that what you're doing not only is being noticed by your families, by your kids, but also others in the industry. It's just one of those things that while I am proud of the honor, I'm more proud of the fact that I get to share that with Epic and my students.
7 state championships is an impressive number by any standard, but that means something a little different in esports and for our school, right? Talk about that.
It does. Just like with any traditional school, if any school had 7 state championships in 7 different sports, that would be huge. That's essentially the equivalent of what we've done with esports. But for our school specifically, it was definitely a moment and a turning point for our culture because for the first time we got to have Epic students hoist up something underneath the Epic banner and be the Comets collectively as a group. So it was really nice to kind of bring home one of the first state championships for the school.
How has esports impacted the lives of students that you coach?
It's impacted them in a bunch of different ways, but one thing that's consistent is that it's always been positive. For the 12 out of our 16 seniors that have graduated through our program, they've all received college scholarships and are going to play at the next level. The 4 that didn't actually got to use me as a reference for a job after they graduated. So one of the things that we take pride in is being future ready and in demand at Epic. That is one of the things that we do, is it is something they can take across with them on the stage to catapult to their next chapter in life.
And I love the fact that you tied it to the 5 aspirations, so fantastic. So what are the future plans for the Comets and esports at Epic?
So definitely for the Comets, again, we're going to continue to compete. We have 7 titles that we're going to compete in at the local state level, and then 5 of those titles have been qualified again to compete nationally. So we're super excited to continue that as a tradition, but also we're expanding our Epic Games Club. We're expanding curriculum that students can take at the high school level. We've even got some fun things planned later in the year to where we're going to have an intramural school-wide esports tournament to where the finalists can show up in person, can have that experience of a championship, and even if they can't make it all the way to Oklahoma City, they still get the opportunity to compete.
Great answer. So Kaiden, thank you so much for joining us and for your commitment to our students.
Thank you.
And a special thanks to our viewers out there for watching this edition of Epic Insider. I'm your host, Bart Banfield, and until next time, remember, at Epic, school can be different, and so can you.